Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about how lemon and mint can help you lose weight. I use this method with my patients in my clinic and they lost 20 pounds in 30 days. It's very simple. You just have to be disciplined. There are 3 things you need. First is fresh mint leaves. Second is fresh lemon juice. And third, water. This is what you need to make this work for you. If you want to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. What does that mean? That means you're burning more calories than you're consuming. So if you're taking in 2,000 calories every day and you're burning 2,500 calories every day, then you're in a calorie deficit. And the way your body will get those calories is by tapping into your fat stores. So we call that fat burning. Now, there are 2 ways to go into a calorie deficit. One is to increase your calories burned, or 2 is to decrease your calories consumed. Most people will focus on decreasing their calories consumed. They'll start counting calories and watching everything they eat and doing all these different things to decrease their calories consumed. But what I found from experience with my patients is if you increase the amount of calories you burn, you don't have to be so strict with decreasing your calories consumed, because the math works out in your favor. If you burn an extra 1,000 calories every day, you could take in an extra 1,000 calories every day and still be in a calorie deficit. So what I do with my patients is I try to find ways to increase their calories burned. And this is one way to do it. Now, I've done other videos on increasing your calories burned. We talked about apple cider vinegar, we talked about chia seeds, we talked about safflower oil. Those are all great ways to increase the amount of calories you burn. But today we're talking about lemon and mint. So I recommend getting fresh mint leaves and fresh lemons. You don't want to use dried mint because it's not going to be as potent. Same thing with the lemon. You want to use fresh lemon juice. Now, the reason why this works is because when your body digests food, it takes energy to digest that food. Some foods are harder to digest than others. For example, broccoli takes more energy to digest than white bread. The reason being is because broccoli has fiber and it has nutrients and it has phytonutrients. It has all these different things that are good for you. They're hard to break down. So your body needs to work harder to digest it. So there's actually something called the thermic effect of food, which means that some foods require more energy to digest than others. And that energy is measured in calories. So you can see that on the back of the food label. It'll say something like this: for 100 calories. Of that 400 calories, let's say 20 calories was used up digesting that food. So that's 4% of the calories that went into digestion. Now, keep in mind, if you're eating 2,000 calories a day, 20 calories doesn't seem like a lot. But it adds up. If you eat 3 meals a day, then that's 60 calories. If you eat 5 meals a day, then that's 100 calories. So the more frequent you eat, the more calories you're gonna burn just from digestion alone. But what we're trying to do is find ways to increase that percentage of calories burned from digestion. We want it to be higher than 4%. So we want to eat foods that are harder to digest, more nutrient dense, more fiber, more phytonutrients, more complex carbohydrates. That's how you increase the thermic effect of food. Well, it just so happens that mint increases the thermic effect of food. That means that when you consume mint, your body will use more calories digesting that mint. So now instead of having a 4% calorie expenditure from digestion, you can have maybe 5%, maybe 6%. Maybe 7%. So you can see how this can add up. So what I recommend is that you take a handful of mint leaves, wash them off, put them in a blender with 8 ounces of water and blend it. You can put ice cubes in there. You can sweeten it with stevia. And what you want to do is drink this before each meal. If you have a lot of stomach pain, I recommend drinking it after the meal. So what you're doing is you're telling your body, hey, it's time to burn some calories. We just increased the thermic effect of food. Now what about lemon? Lemon juice contains something called vitamin C. Vitamin C is an antioxidant. It helps protect your cells from free radical damage. But did you know that vitamin C also helps your digestion? In fact, you can buy supplements where it says vitamin C with bioflavonoids. Bioflavonoids are natural compounds found in plant foods and they have antioxidant properties. And they're especially helpful with your blood vessels and your digestion. So what will happen is when you consume lemon, specifically the lemon juice, the vitamin C along with the bioflavonoids will help you digest that food better. So now you can have more complete digestion, which means that your body is going to absorb more nutrients from the food you eat. And that means that you're burning even more calories from digestion, because your body is working harder to extract the nutrients from the food. The other thing is that citrus fruits like lemon lower your glycemic index. That means that when you eat carbohydrates, your body doesn't react to it like it's a sugar. So the reason why this is important is because sometimes when you eat certain carbohydrates, your blood sugar will spike and then you'll get hungry again an hour later. So what I recommend is that you have lemon water before each meal. That will help you reduce your appetite and help you eat less. And remember, you can use stevia to sweeten it. You don't have to use sugar. There's 0 calories in stevia and it tastes sweet, so it satisfies that craving for something sweet. The combination of lemon and mint is great to reduce your appetite. Now, what you can do is make this part of your daily routine. Have it before each meal. If you have a lot of stomach pain, then have it after each meal. And just do this consistently over time. And you'll notice that you're losing weight because you're burning more calories while you digest the food. You're probably wondering, how many calories am I going to burn? It depends on the individual. Everyone's metabolism is different, so everyone will have a different thermic effect of food. So it's hard to say exactly how many calories you're going to burn. But you can see how this can add up. If you're eating 3 meals a day, you can easily burn an extra 100 calories a day from digestion alone. If you're eating 5 or 6 meals a day, then you can burn 150 calories a day from digestion alone. And that's in addition to any exercise you do. In addition to any increase in your metabolism from fasting or intermittent fasting. In addition to all those other things, you're adding this, which is pretty easy to do. Just have a glass of lemon water before each meal and you're set. Now, the other thing I recommend is that you watch this video right here. I made this video on the best foods to eat if you want to lose weight. These are foods that will increase your metabolism. So check it out right here.